live. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm live. Welcome to MacBean Skies Fitness. Thanks for stopping in. Please do all that good YouTube stuff. I would appreciate it. Hitting the thumbs up. Share, comment, chat. So just to prove this is water, I'm filling one up. And thanks for coming in. Sorry about the delay. I was talking to my son, and we kind of got in a nice discussion, and time got away from us. So one of the times when time was not on my side. So today, we got Maynard's. Oh, I probably should bring this down a little bit. Hey, Ray, how we doing? So we're going to have Arizona-like temperatures here for the next couple days. Except we're going to have more humidity. We're going to have a walk to the garden. Now, the poll, just because you click something doesn't mean that you've contributed. I'm just trying to have a little fun with it. Trying to spark some interest, some viewer participation, or whatever. Hopefully we'll have some beaverings pop over from John and Prepper Nation. I was listening to his chat. He started it late at 9. Everybody's going, man, when John starts it late, it just throws our whole day off. But it was a very good chat, and I enjoyed the channel. So if you want a good down-home channel, that would be the way to do it. I was supposed to get like a high of 95 today. Probably I feel like about 180. I don't know. Always start with bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Nice form shooting. Thank you. We had fun. It was hotter. You know what? But my son's visiting, and he wanted to. He's camera shy, but he wanted to. They haven't shot for a while, so we didn't care. We went out and shot. And that's what we did. Oops. I had to add a couple of these to the mix in the fridge because there's an extra body in here. In this heat, we are drinking lots of water. Water, water, water. There we go. There's a cold one. So first of all, we'll start with the bacon. And then while the bacon is cooking, actually maybe we'll just go out to the pond first, or the garden first. I have lots of maters. If you're in, hit the thumbs up. So let me get my, let's need something to carry stuff in. We'll walk out to the garden. The nice thing is I can oh man, the heat has already started. I'm telling you, the heat has already started. And it's just going to get worse. There won't bucket. So we'll turn the water on. Just letting it run. Oh, that needs to get dumped. There we go. 5-gallon buckets of water. Stagnant water means breeding for mosquitoes. Now here's the garden. Got the water running where the cucumbers are. And I should be getting some, you can tell it's kind of stressing out some of the plants. So here's the cucumbers. Oh, look. That one is good enough to eat. So we already got one. Now this thing was probably 10 times smaller yesterday. And that's how fast they can come. There's another one. I can let that one go a day. So already we're going to be in full production mode. So I'm letting the potatoes dry out. Oh, look at that beautiful butterfly. See if I can get close to it. There he goes. Uh-oh. I heard something go thump. That's never a good sound. My internet may not be good at this point. So let's hurry up and pick some peppers. There's one. There's another one. And a couple jalapenos. All right. Tomatoes, I'm going to leave today. And I'm heading back up towards the house. It's really bright and sunny out, so the signal is probably not reaching out as far as it usually does. But got some greens, and I have plenty of reds. Stay. And in the seat, that garden will dry out quickly. I would like to water the pepper plants again, but I just think it's going to be too hot. Try to get them first thing in the morning. Ooh, this feels better. So it was all right, see if I cut back hands. Bulkfood.com. Let me see something there. L-arginine. Has it in bulk for 76. For how much? For 5 what? A 5-pound bag. Wow. Is that capsules or is that powder? It's something like this, like $15. And they just tell you how many capsules you have. Powder, yeah. So I like capsule form. Powder's okay. I'll have to check that out. And I'll have to have some sort of storage medium for it. So went to the garden. Got myself cucumber. Got some peppers. And some jalapenos. The cucumber roll will take for me to lunch. I'll do the chop it up. Sometimes I like to put a little vinegar and water. And I might do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. It's more zesty that way. So let's start this party off with some bacon. Any super chats all the way, Ray? I don't think so. So just having a little fun with everything. Now, the other day we did talk about supplements and what they're good for. So 5-pound bag, that's a lot of arginine. I suppose I could keep that in some glass container. So that was at bulk.com, bulkfood.com. I'll have to check that out. That is interesting. But make sure if you're in chat, hit the thumbs up. Don't be shy, give it a try. I got eggs, which I'm probably going to get more of. Veggies, pretty much just walk out to the garden, grab anytime I need it. So it's basically going to be a bacon, eggs, and pepper breakfast again. Although I do like to do BLTs, but I really go through the bacon very quickly in the BLTs. And this weekend we'll probably have to restock. I've already went through about 4 pounds of it this week. And I got 4 more pounds in reserve. So I'm gonna bring the 2 out and get them to start thawing already. There we go. Got the pan heating up. Let's throw some bacon on there. So Monday at work, I did 130 dips. And I definitely felt it. And it felt great. You know, I could tell that it was having the positive effect I want on development. Then Monday night, I didn't get any sleep. Tuesday morning, I went and picked up my son. So yesterday, I started doing some dips. Out of tide, boss. So I only did like 25. And it's extremely hot at the plant. I mean, as hot as it is outside, you add about 10 degrees, maybe 15 degrees to the furnace area. If you're in chat, don't forget to say hello. So I'll make myself a little vinegar and water solution for my cucumber. And I'll chop that up and put it in the fridge and let it chill. That's apple cider going it, so I want a lot of vinegar. I think your mind took my white vinegar going into it. Cucumber out there already. So, white vinegar. It's about half and half. And then we slice up the cucumber. And you can throw some dill weed in there too. Remember my buddy at cutco.com. So I just chop it up. Oh yeah. This is going to be eating good in the neighborhood. Just put them in there and let them absorb. And a little bit of dill weed. When you're thinking about preps, Spices are also something you want to prep. I got that all ready. Then what I do is I put it in the fridge and let it chill for about an hour. And that will be a good later morning snack. Got the bacon. Bacon. So here's one of the peppers I got off one of my new plants that I planted from seed this year. So they are now producing. So that kind of gives you an idea how long it takes for something to produce once you start them. So I mean, it's August, and I'm just now getting peppers from those plants. Where the ones that I sit there and kept in the house all winter and then transplanted out, I was getting peppers as soon as June. And it could have been earlier if I could have got them in the ground earlier. But we had this monsoon going on, as we usually do, so I wasn't able to. So when you're thinking about saving the plants, what sort of advantage does that give you? Well, it gives you about a good 2-month advantage. I was getting peppers in June, I was getting peppers in July, and I'm still getting peppers from those plants. Where on these, I had to wait till August. And if you live down south, obviously your growing season starts sooner. So I had to wait till August to get peppers from that. So that's why on peppers, which that's one of the ones you can do it with, I dig them up and bring them in the house. It allows me to have them here much sooner. So, 2.5 months I was getting produce from those versus the other ones. Now, freeze dryer next month. There we go. Probably wouldn't be a bad thing. What I'll probably do is towards the end of the season, I'll probably freeze some of the peppers. And then what I'll just use them, I'll use them to cook them in eggs and stuff like that. Just to kind of extend my use of it. And I have the room in the freezer to do so. And then there's probably a lot of things I need to pull out of the freezer and use for coyote bait. But so a 5-pound bag. So I'll have to figure out what I'm paying per pound capsule for them. I know I'm probably paying more. But that's interesting. The capsules are just easier. But I could do powder. I'll have to look into that. I'm also getting some other interesting things. I should have my anvil showing up on Friday. Not a big one. But, and then next pay period, I'm going to probably order the furnace. And then the pay period after that, the tongs. And I'm going to set up my shed for forge me out some blades. So that'll be something that I'll do during the winter, hopefully. And I'm starting slow. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll look into that. So bulkfoods.com. Depending on how much shipping is, that may be the way to go. Went to a garden party, reminisce with all my friends. Today can be a little easier one, just some bacon and eggs. Last of my fresh eggs. So I may need to stop by and see the neighbor and see if he has more. And probably one of these days I should get his phone number if I haven't already. Let's look at contacts. Oh, no, I don't have them. I'll need to get that added to them. Remember, tomatoes and salt is very delicious too. So I have green peppers. I get fresh cucumbers getting ready for later. After breakfast, I'll probably slice up a tomato with some salt and have that. Right now, there's bacon, eggs, and green peppers. And it's good, varied nutrition. Or as I like to say, eating good in the neighborhood. I just got enough bacon grease to give the peppers a quick saute. And I'll let them stir in there for a few minutes. $5 shipping, ain't bad. On $75 orders, which seems to be, anytime you say bulk, it seems to be easy to do. That trick's easy. You know, my coworkers come by and thank me for the peppers I brought in to them the other day. So when I produce more than I can eat, I take them to work or take them to the restaurant. Okay, one young lady goes, "Well, what do I owe you for it?" So you don't owe me anything. Either you take it or it goes into the compost pile. He has one or another. Oh, who else we got here besides Ray? Go subscription, see if John's still going. Long time, no Binks. Yeah, Binks, well, it's hot. So she's like, maybe down. 4 views, I'll have to watch it later. She heads for the shaded areas once it gets up there. She's here first thing in the morning for her food, and she's here in the evening for her food. Go figure. She's gonna starve. And then most of the other days, sometimes she comes up, but if I'm not down here early enough for me to hold her, then she goes and wanders. She does that cat stuff. But she'll probably be back up here probably around 4 or 5 in the evening when Mama's home, looking for her daily meals. I may go to the gym, get a bench workout in a little bit later, because it is air conditioned. But I don't think I don't know, I might live stream it, we'll see how loud the music is. I got 4 eggs in there. That's a good start. Don, you have time to eat? Hey, dude, how's it going? Hey, Rains, thanks for joining in. Hey, you got time to eat? You got time to eat? Okay. I'll throw some more food in. So, time to add some more food. So here cooking breakfast. I got my son visiting, so I have to up the amount. Throw a jalapeno in there. And always remember, wash your hands after doing this, or you will regret it. All it takes is one rub of the eye, and oh my goodness, and it goes. Randy, how we doing? Just having a quick meal of diced turkey and hard-boiled egg. There we go. Fixing to eat what I can in the morning. There we go. So we got a fresh cucumber sliced up in the fridge. And some water and vinegar. And I've got green pepper and jalapeno in here. And then later on, I'll have some tomato slices with salt. Yes. And bacon, of course. Gotta have the bacon. Now that I have another mouth to feed, I need to add more eggs. Lots more eggs. Alrighty. Let's put our seasonings in here, sea salt and pepper. So yesterday we did some shooting on the farm. May do some more on Friday when it gets cooler out. But like I said, I got fresh tomatoes, peppers, jalapenos. Got my first good-sized cucumber from the garden. And then we were talking about the difference between the ones I transplanted and where I was getting peppers as early as beginning of June versus the ones I planted from seed and put out there where I'm just now getting peppers from it. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Welcome to the channel. We are beavering friendly here. That's going to have to go out to the garden here in just a minute. And because, we're going through a severe heat advisory, started Monday. It's going until tomorrow. I'm adding more salt to my diet. I'm not going to try growing anything but flowers next year. It doesn't grow enough to bother, and I can't eat it anyway. Maybe tomatoes for the hubby. There you go. Well, if you can't eat it, there's no reason to grow it. But I eat cucumbers, I eat peppers, I eat tomatoes, I eat squash, I eat lettuce. So I grow all that stuff. I do have more lettuce coming. Should show up tomorrow. So Friday I'll try to get that replanted. No veggies on carnivore. So I'm an omnivore. I eat everything. I like my meat. I like my veggies too. And veggies don't have a lot of calories if you eat them correctly. So what I see a lot of times at a restaurant is they order the salad and then they put all that dressing on it. Well, the dressing is nothing but fat. You want a good one that has to have fat in it. So you kind of went against the whole purpose. Now you can see this is all my spices. Lots of spices. I think 10 eggs would be more than that. I picked up a dozen eggs in milk yesterday, then I sent a text to but are you burning calories much harder than a given day's activity? Well, I am because I work and I am active. So yeah, dandelions are flowers and are edible. Yes, they are. The roots, the leaves, lots of good things in dandelions. I don't eat them that often, but I have had in the past. I went on a survival week with Boy Scouts. Well, everybody was eating roots and collecting berries. My brother and I walked off the reservation and found a nice lake and cut a hole in the ice, and we were eating fish. Guess who had better nutrition? Says, yeah, I'm eating berries there. Those roots and berries are good, but you're not gonna gain too much weight off it. It's to provide you some nutrients. It's to slow down the starvation. But if you really want to sit there and you need meat, you need milk, eggs, meat. Otherwise, you're going to starve over time. So yes, a carnivore diet is a great diet. And I'm on a carnivore diet, but I also eat vegetables. I'm on a carnivore plus. How's that sound? I'll probably have to. Well, I got other food. I'm going to have tomatoes. I'm going to have cucumbers later too. But that is not. I thought it was going to be more food than it was. Da-da-da. It's eating good in the neighborhood. We'll take this as a kid. And I'm warm. Oh, I want some bacon too. It's eating good in the neighborhood. Bacon is from Hy-Vee. It's the bourbon bacon, the really good stuff. Oh, goodness. It is so good. So earlier we did walk out to the garden. That's where he picks up a bunch of the vegetables. And I can tell the heat is already in full swing. So it's gonna be a terrible day at work. I drank like 9 bottles of water and Gatorade. Thank you. While at work. And then I also have a Himalayan sea salts, Himalayan salt grinder, because I am taking I'll grind it up and make sure I get enough salt, because in this sort of heat, water doesn't do it alone. All right, you gotta have water, but if you just keep doing just water, you're eventually going to have some issues. Oh, that's tasty. Yeah, my food eats crafts and veggies, therefore, yep. That's where it starts. Well, unfortunately, not many outdoor activities going on today because of the heat. As it's American moringa, which helps my breathing. Eggs, milk, bacon, proteins, which are needed. Your brain needs 90 grams of protein a day for healthy function. And then if you're that was gonna be zesty. Woo! That jalapeno's zesty. And then you need at least about 1/2 gram of protein per body weight if you're active. So my target intake of protein is 210 grams a day. That's 120 for the 1/2 gram per my body weight. I weigh 240. And the 90 grams for my brain activity. Now in this meal, I'm usually getting 50. And before work, I usually have about another 30 to 40. And then at work, I have like 3 servings of at least 30. So that leaves me a little shy, about 180. So when I come home, I usually have a shake or a big glass of milk, get that extra 30 or 40 that I need. Wow. These jalapenos have a bite. It seems like later on in the year, they get a little bit more potent. said in the beginning. Well, that's breakfast done right. I'd like to thank all the regular people that stopped in, hit the thumbs up. Without good nutrition, without proper rest, your health's going to suffer. And then proper exercise. Get those 3 done, and then have fun, and you'll live a much more enjoyable life and longer life. So everybody, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. It means God is fitting us out.